Welcome back to Sports Connection. Right now, we're going to sit down with Kasey Webb. Yes, another Webb on Sports Connection here, Lauren. And he's the Class A state champion shot putter from the KHSAA this year. Kasey, thanks for hanging out with us, man.
Thank you for having me.
It's great to have you. And we'll start with this. School record broken. You went 53.1 feet with your best throw there. Just take us back to that day and what was it like after you make that good throw and, having to kind of wait it out to see if it held up?
It was nerve-wracking having to wait it out because there was a kid from Greene County that he was up there with me. He had thrown 53.5 earlier in the year. He is nerve-wracking waiting on to see what he does.
Kind of going off of that, with that throw, you do have the now school record for Edmonson County. What does that kind of mean to you to be like, your name can kind of be like on the wall and be like, oh yeah, I hold that record for shot put? It's pretty cool.
It's really cool for me because ever since I started, all I wanted to do was break Randy Meredith's school record. He held it before me. He threw a throw of 50'11" his senior year at state, and that is the main goal going into this year, was breaking the school record.
Well, that's saying something because I went to school with Randy Meredith, and he was a beast, man. A great football player as well. You played football too, Kasey. Come from a long line of good football players. I was not the Webb that was a great football player. Decent golfer, but taking the back, talk about your career in track and field though, because you also throw the discus. And you do the hammer throw. Tell me about the hammer throw. What's that about?
I don't do it. They don't have that in high school.
Oh, they don't have it in high school. All right.
They have it in college. They might have me do it in college.
Going to WKU. Going to be track and field there, WKU. Your dad played football at WKU, which is cool. To be going down there and being close to home, that way you can get your laundry done, go get something to eat. It ain't that far away. Tell me about the discus.
Discus is my weak spot. I didn't make state in discus. I didn't have a good day at region. I think even if I had my best day, I would have barely made it. So this year I was just focusing on shot going into this year. That was my main focus. Discus was just secondary.
When it comes to track and field and being a thrower in general, what are some kind of things you have to do to prepare yourself and the work that you have to put in to be able to accomplish something like this?
It's just like any other sport, just getting reps in, whether it's physical or mental reps, just getting as many in as you can, just getting the technique down, building your strength, just doing it over and over again, day in and day out.
Awesome.
Edmonson County had a pretty good showing up there. You had Braden Johnson there in tennis, and tell me about some of your teammates on track and field. Who are some other folks that are pretty good at their craft?
The 4x8 team got 6, and they're returning everybody from this year, so I think they'll be really good next year. Carrie Ann Williams got 3rd in high jump. I think she's only a sophomore, so she'll be really good by her junior and senior year. Trying to think of who else we had up there.
She's a good basketball player too.
Yeah, she's
good talent.
Kind of going off of that as well, going to Western and stuff like that, how are you expecting your performance and stuff to translate from the high school level to the collegiate level?
It's going to be different. It's a different weight of the ball. It's 4 pounds heavier. It's going to be a little bit harder. You're going up, instead of going up at a meet and there's only 2 or 3 people competing with you, it's just going to be everybody competing with you. Everyone's going to be at the same exact level.
Awesome.
So high school is a 12-pound ball?
Yep.
So we're going to 16-pound ball.
Yep.
I like to bowl.
I can only bowl like a 6 or 8 pound
well,
ball.
I can throw a 7 or 8 pound real hard down through there, but I'm going off that, thinking about how heavy just a 12-pound ball is. A 16-pound ball, super heavy, man. I can barely lift 20 pounds, so I can't imagine hurling that. Have you messed around with it and practiced with the 16?
Yeah, on my heavy days I get 5 or 10 throws in with it, just getting used to it. Makes the other one feel light. Use it in warm-ups just to help myself get warmed up physically and mentally.
That's a good idea. It's like a baseball. You put the the weights on and
Yeah.
you swing a little. But same thing in golf. You try to swing something heavier before you get out there.
Yeah, whenever you actually go to swing, it feels a lot
Yeah,
easier.
club flies out of your hand. Well, let's talk about some people that were influenced in you. And I had you on the radio show this week, and you brought up a name I actually went to Campbellsville with. He played football, but great track and field guy, very, very strong fella, Michael Pegger. He had a lot to do with.
He helped me a lot. Helped me get into it, taught me the basics, and helped me from my sophomore year on. I don't think I would have won state or maybe even stuck with track if it wasn't for him.
That's great. That's great.
For just a shot put in general, I mean, obviously being a senior, graduating, and then going to that next level, just what would you say to someone who's wanting to kind of get into track and field or wanting to get into the throwing aspect? What would you say to them?
I mean, if you play any other sport, track and field, like especially sprints and jumps, it'll translate to whatever other sport you're playing. I mean, you look at some of the good linemen that are in the NFL, a lot of them threw shot put and discus in high school. I'd just say it'll make you a better overall athlete regardless of what you're doing.
Awesome.
He's made the Edmonson County Wildcats proud, and glad the last name's W-E-B-B. That'll look good on something at WKU, man. Well, we want to extend a thank you for coming down and being here with us, Kasey, and congratulations, man.
Thank you.
I mean, a school record, that's, man, I tell you, there's not very many people that accomplish a school record in anything. So that's pretty awesome.
Pretty awesome, as well as that state title. And just thanks for coming in and joining us, and we wish you the best of luck as you head into Western next season.
Thank you for having me.
Whenever we come back, we have more Sports Connection on the way after the break.